All right, welcome to this Degenerate Life, the election special. We know who won, and if you stick around to the end of the episode, we'll reveal it.
Or you guys know who won too, but who knows really? They're going to come back and change the results, right? Do recounts and shit. They're just going to give it to Trump at the end of the day. Isn't that what's going to happen?
I mean, he's not going to let it go easy, that's for sure.
Why would he? He's the president. He doesn't have to at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to fight it tooth and nail, and I'm ready for the revolution.
It blows my mind that every president has just like, when they are done being president, they just hand off the power peacefully. Like that's how much pride they had. Like not one of them had the balls to be like, you know what? No.
Not only that, they suck the other guy's dick. They're like, he fought a hard-earned fight, and he won this, and I love the guy for that, and we just have a little bit of differences. It's like, no, Trump's like, fuck Joe Biden. I'm going to try to put his son in jail before the time I get out of here. I'm not going down easily. Like, we're going to, I may not even leave. What's going to happen? What are you going to do?
I mean, Joe Biden's son is doing a good enough job at getting himself put in jail as is.
He's the man, right?
Yeah.
He's the fucking man. I feel like I'm not the Biden guy, but if I was son of Joe Biden, I would be Hunter Biden too.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't lay low. I would be like in the news all the time. I would be on top of it a lot more than even Hunter Biden is. I think Hunter Biden's doing a bad job at being Hunter Biden.
You think he could do a better job?
He could just be like, yeah, well, this is me. Like I didn't ask for this life.
What's up?
But here I am.
Yeah.
Exactly. Instead of trying to lay low.
Well, instead of accepting oh, I'm gonna have a job in the Ukraine or something, he should have just been like, I'm a party guy, like a playboy.
Pay me to come to the clubs.
He should have been an Instagram famous person, an influencer.
But I mean, that's still baller. He just sat on the board and got what, 400,000 a month, whatever it was.
I don't know. That's a lot of crack.
Dude, you know how much crack that is in the hood?
A lot.
You're a kingpin.
He should have been kingpin of the hood.
Like, he would basically had Rick Ross amount of crack rolling around in his car, and he's like, "That's personal use, officer."
And it probably was.
It probably was 100%. I mean, there's like a picture going around where he's doing like coke off a chick's ass.
What I want to know is why are there all these pictures of him? Like, who's taking pictures of him? Like, while he's doing all these drugs? Like,
dude, he's doing these selfies, dude. He's like, only get this.
That's what it is. Honestly, it's him taking. He's literally taking the own pictures that are canceling him.
Do you think he like deleted? Like, no, that's stupid. I'm too far in your butt crack there.
He had to get it just right, the lighting and shit.
Yeah.
Because none of the pictures are good quality. They're all just like blurry, like.
They're like drug pictures, right?
Yeah, they just all fucked up.
I mean, you don't do normally unless you're like a loser, unless you're like poor. You don't do drugs alone. Normally, people are there to help you out and share your drugs.
Yeah, usually you'd have some friends. You could buy some.
I mean, as long as drugs are around, I feel like you'll have friends until.
I feel like
until they run out.
If I was that rich, though, I'd rather do drugs by myself. I'd rather just have like DMT in my room alone.
Let me just do my crack by myself. Yeah. This is my zen place.
You wouldn't even be over. This podcast would be done. I would just do crack in my room by myself. I wouldn't even make videos. Why would I?
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I mean, I'd make videos of me smoking crack.
One up Hunter Biden?
Yeah, dude. I'd make like a Hunter Biden podcast.
That'd be a great podcast, by the way.
Video podcast.
I wonder what kind of guest you'd have.
I would love to have him as a guest.
He'd be a great guest, dude. I'd like to have him as the president of the United States.
Yeah.
He's the best, most qualified Biden alive right now.
He's someone I can relate with a lot. I can relate to him more than I can Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
Remember when they used to say that George Bush was like a guy, or W. Bush was the guy you'd sit down and have a beer with? Well, Hunter Biden is a guy that I'd like to sit down and rail several lines of blow off some strippers' assholes with.
Yes. That's America today. Your grandpa was having beers with their buddies. Today, American kids are doing coke off each other's assholes.
And God bless America for it.
I mean, it's what I fought for in Iraq.
Right?
Yeah, they were coming. Like, they had weapons of mass destruction. As far as I don't even know what that means, but to me it meant, like, they're going to, like, deploy more weapons of, like, DARE or, be drug-free. It's just, like, you get weapons of mass destruction is just, like, what's the worst thing that can happen in your imagination, So that's why I decided to sign up for the Marines.
And fought for your country.
Yep, I did.
fought for your right to do cocaine.
God bless me.
Speaking of that, it's Oregon decriminalized cocaine, methamphetamine. What else do they? Just that?
Yeah.
Everything else is legal.
I mean, I
there?
think everything's legal or not legal, but
Decriminalized.
yeah.
But I mean, the cops will still do what they do. They'll be, like, use it as a reason to try to find worse crimes. Like, if they're doing a meth bust, they want to find something worse, you know? Like, it's never enough for them.
I mean, how do you think like it's gonna like change like everyday life? Like, you can go to the park and there's like just, oh, I'm just gonna smoke my meth, and like they'll make videos like of like, oh, he's calling the cops when we smoke my meth. Look at Karen over there. Karen, oh, I can't do meth in the park all of a sudden. Ooh.
Yeah, because I'm black.
Because I'm black, right? No, that's crack. I can't do crack in the park anymore because I'm black.
Oh, man.
Fucking.
I think that maybe that might happen.
Right?
But in Chico right now, you can do crack in the park or whatever drugs you want. I like they shared a bunch of pictures right before the election of just people taking shits like on the stage in downtown Plaza, and it really influenced my vote.
I mean, seeing someone shit on stage is why I started stand up.
Yeah. Took a shit on stage several times. Many a time.
Yeah, speaking of which.
Yeah, last night didn't do too well at Laughs Unlimited. Kind of ate a dick. I mean, nobody did well. You know, when there's a room that's like for 200 people to fit in.
Yeah.
And they've got 12 people in there and social distance. And like it was just a mess, you know. It's kind of like, it feels like a Zoom show sometimes where you're like, oh man, do we really have to do this? Like, can we just like not do this?
Right.
So
can we just hang out?
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. Can we just hang out and not do what we
shoot the shit a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm not getting. Did you get paid?
I did.
How much you get paid?
I don't want to talk about it on the podcast.
Don't want to brag about your money.
Too much money.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, that's very modest of you. Last night I went to your open mic that you weren't at. It was fun. I had a fun time. There's probably about not that many comics. Like, you weren't there, Phil wasn't there, Robin wasn't. Like, a lot of people weren't there.
Interesting. I wonder why nobody. I'm the main attraction, pretty much.
Yeah, like Dylan's not here.
Was Kelly there?
Kelly, I didn't see Kelly.
Good.
A lot's going on. Has she like hit you guys up anymore? Like,
I have her blocked on all mediums, so.
Okay.
Except for YouTube, she can comment. If you want to let me know how you feel, Kelly, you could leave a comment down below.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah. Basically, like pretty much any view on like a YouTube or anything like that helps you. So, like, even if everybody hates your guts, like if you have like 1 million views, you know.
Rebecca Black, right?
Yeah, basically.
She got like 5 million downvotes to her song.
Yeah, which was rightly so.
But she's like a millionaire for a minute.
It made her more famous. Yeah. So congratulations, haters.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, dude, she's rich.
Spread like wildfire. Nobody liked her. Nobody was like, that's what I want my daughter to be like. Or like, that's the person I want to be on TV. Like, everybody's making fun of her. But it didn't matter.
So your grandma watched your stand-up?
She did.
How do you feel about your grandma watching your stand-up?
I don't really like it that much, personally.
Yeah. I feel like I feel the same way, too, because, like...
I didn't even know she was in the room, to be honest.
Okay.
She waited in the car while I went inside, and I thought she was just going to wait in the car the whole time. But she went in to watch my set. And she was like, what the fuck was that, Dylan? Everybody hated you.
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's honest.
Damn. Yeah, well... See, the reason why I wouldn't like one of my parents watching when I stand up, like, or at least in the crowd with me, is like I don't want to make like a joke where I'm like fucking some hoe and my mom's like, like dying laughing, you know, like it resonates with her or something. I don't want that.
Your dad's like offended,
or my dad's offended, or like
slut.
Or like I make a joke like it's like being a piece of shit to my girlfriend, like a joke like that. My dad's like. Remember when I was a piece of shit to you, honey?
Yeah, remember?
That's our son.
Tell the one about hitting her.
Yeah. I just don't want that. It'd be like one, a distraction, and two, like I know they're human, but I don't want to know it, you know? I don't want it in my face.
Yeah.
That they do human stuff.
Right.
So,
which happens.
Yeah.
It happens. But yeah, dude, I had a really bad set, and when you have a bad set like that, it really motivates you to like get better, and I think that that's pretty much all I can really take away from it. What's funny though is how nice comedians are, like to each other. Like when I got off stage, everybody was like, "Good job, Dylan." Good, like no, what
I
are you
hate
fucking
that,
talking
honestly.
about? But I do hate it, and I don't encourage that type of behavior because it really harbors shitty comedy.
Yeah.
And like people to not get better or take accountability for themselves. But it's interesting how comedians you could literally shit the bed so hard that the entire show is ruined, and the rest of the comedians will be like, "Good job, bro." Like fucking good set. But then non-comedians will just like be like, fucking I hate him, he's not funny, over like less. Like
Right.
they haven't even seen your set, or they'll watch a set you put out on the internet that's actually good and funny, and they'll be like, "It was fucking terrible." Like, so how mean people are that don't get what we're doing.
Right. I mean, I think that's the thing. They don't get it. I feel like I'm guilty of it too. Like, especially if I don't give a fuck about you, I'm gonna tell you a good set, even if I hated it. But if
Yeah.
like I cared, like, and you really want to know, I'll tell you. Like, yeah, you suck, dude.
I mean, the chances are I didn't watch your set, to be honest.
Right.
I'm trying to be better about that and stay in the room, especially with my show. Trying to like actually be around. But it's fucking hard, man. It's hard to give a shit about other people's sets. Like, why would you?
I mean, I like watching comedy, but like when it's open mics, it's like you've heard this
Yeah.
shit over and over and over.
And it just starts out so poorly at some points. Like, especially I've been doing some Zoom stuff, and Zoom comedy shows, like, some people are so fucking when it's going badly, it's so fucking bad. And people are trying to do like crowd work, and it's never crowd work. It's just like insulting the 4 people that are in the room with you. You're like, "You're fat, you're gross." I'm not a slut like the last bitch that went up, like stuff like that. But I've seen a couple people that go up and they're actually good, and you're like, "Holy shit, dude, how the fuck did they do that?"
Right.
Like FC Sierra, I saw his set on this open mic, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude, that was like
Good.
it was good." Like,
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed that. So
I don't know who that is.
as a Bay
Sounds
Area
like a
comedian.
gamer tag.
Does sounds like esports.
I haven't done. Well, I kind of did that one Zoom show with Mitch. I feel like that wasn't even a Zoom show to me.
Was anybody even there?
I don't remember, but like he like
Blacked out.
held the camera on me and then like started walking out into the parking lot while I'm doing my set.
You're like an ant.
I was
You look like
don't go anywhere. Don't move. I'm like, I'm not gonna follow you like a dog.
you look like fucking Zoolander.
Yeah. It was dumb. That's the only Zoom show I've ever done, and I don't
A
really.
center for ants.
It was
fucking
bad.
Yeah. He wants to get back on our podcast.
Oh, you talked to him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He's been hitting me up. It's not gonna happen, but
I mean, that's nice of him to reach out,
Yeah.
though, right?
it is. You know, it's nice of him for us to know that he's thinking about us.
Yeah. Sorry, Mitch.
Is what it is. No.
No, we can definitely have him on again. I haven't seen him out. Like, he hasn't done comedy in a long time.
Ever.
Or his uncle. I mean, yeah, ever. But,
I heard his uncle killed himself.
like, real life?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's pretty sad. Rest in peace, the Adonis, bro.
Yeah. That's fucked up. Did he really do that?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, I mean, it's kind of funny.
How'd he do it?
I don't even know, man. Probably blew his brains out.
What if him and Hunter Biden were friends?
They both OD'd together. OD'd at Hunter Biden's house.
Hunter Biden probably had, like, a sketchy, like stash. Like, try this. Try this drugs for me.
Yeah, he had these less than ideal drugs. He's like, "Oh, I'll fucking bust that shit out now that the Adonis is coming over," thinking he's just a vacuum cleaner for it.
Here's the thing. I think the Adonis could, like, do, like, shitty drugs and be like, eh. And then Hunter does one line and he's dead.
Yeah, just like Joe Biden's other kid.
Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P.
Oh man.
But yeah, this election is like definitely a reminder of how little I really fucking care about politics.
Yeah, I really don't give a shit. I'm blown away that everything is like 50-50 though. That is amazing.
Yeah.
to me.
I mean, half. That's why I feel like America's just split into two.
No, I think that's about the right place for a two-party system, like right down the middle. Could you imagine if one side just dominated the other side? Then it would have to balance out eventually.
Yeah.
So, And people are like, the sides are so extreme. Everybody's so hostile. Well, this is the balance that we have to reach. This is balanced.
Doesn't it seem like polar opposites on every end, though?
Yeah, it does. But I think rational people like myself feel a little bit different about a lot of different issues. And you don't necessarily have to agree with all those issues. But if you agree 100% with one side and like fit right into that box, like I think you had to be influenced a little bit to get there.
I mean, I think we're all influenced every day, all the time.
Yeah, and I don't watch very much news, so I don't feel that pull from any side on of the media.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't watch any news.
I just watch like Tim Dillon and fucking.
I get my shit from Twitter too.
Yeah, exactly.
Twitter, or like if I'm really interested, I'll Google it. But yeah,
we're actual reporters here.
Yeah. Again, stay tuned till the end. We got the results to the election.
This fucking podcast is gonna give us a Pulitzer, dude.
So this is our first. It's gonna be our first podcast, video podcast. Kind of excited about it. We did one other one, but there was a guy heavily on coke, and wouldn't let us.
He tried to attack us.
Wouldn't let us get a word in. Honestly, I fucking basically you could rename that podcast after him.
And maybe we will. Maybe we'll drop it someday. The audio came out so bad. It was so bad because we had mics set up, but then there was just a lot of yelling.
Can we talk about it? He like fucking. He's like, first off, like I asked like a simple question. What did I ask him? Something simple, like I forget. But then he's like, "Yo, fuck comics from Sacramento. Fuck them motherfuckers. I fucking been doing comedy in the motherfucking Baltimore, motherfucker. You know who I am? I'm fucking motherfucking Baltimore comic. Fucking motherfuckers ain't doing shit. I don't care how funny you are, motherfucker." Like that's how it was. Like the whole podcast. All I asked was like, what's
he was so fucked up that like what's funny is those guys got to my house and like they were the first thing I hear is you just invited over some drunk ass N-words. And I'm just like, oh, perfect. And then and fucking the podcast just didn't go well at all. And that's what happens, man. That's why nobody is immune to partying too much. Like I saw on Shannon's story that day that he was drinking early in the day, and I was like, oh boy, like that's pretty early to be drinking a fucking tall boy.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, props to anybody that can handle drugs and alcohol better than I can.
I can get real fucking drunk and still like talk.
I would get too tired, man. I
get tired, but I can still do a podcast like completely fucked up off alcohol. Anyways,
I would have been in the car asleep. That's what I would be like, dude. I don't even want to do this, and I would have taken a big shit in the bathroom and then fallen asleep.
So he also answered the phone during the
interview, and he's like, "Yo, what's up?"
And then there's like a guy over here in a ski mask.
Oh yeah,
literally off screen. There's a dude like in a ski mask.
Kept barging in on it.
And I'm like, hey.
You know what's fucking funny is at the end of it, that guy was like, I feel like I didn't even interrupt it at all. I was like, dude, you completely interrupt.
I feel like I added to y'all's podcast. That's all I'm saying.
He's all, next time when I come over, and I see y'all next time.
Y'all need me as a producer. I made that shit better.
That was
poor Andre though. Andre was trying to like have conversations with us.
Yeah.
Well,
honestly, Andre had COVID then, so.
Did he?
Well, he was exposed to it. He probably didn't get it. I don't know if he got tested. He said he got tested, but who knows? It's easy to just say he got tested, but he didn't.
You got sick, right?
I got no, I didn't get like COVID sick.
Right.
But I think I had flu.
Yeah, same. A couple days later.
So, but that.
Thanks, Andre.
Thanks a lot. I blame. I don't blame Andre or Shannon for that. I would blame their fucking friend, who's up there, dude. As a grown ass man, like this grown ass man walks into my room and sits right on my bed. All I'm thinking is if that guy lets out one fart, it lives in my mattress forever.
They don't go away.
They don't, dude. You just shit into somebody's bed.
Shit particles. Unless you wash that mattress
right into the mattress. So
I'm dead, dude. You know,
for sure, dude. Like he was a fucking big boy. You know, he probably had a few beans or something before he came over.
You know, in Fat Albert, there's like that guy that wears the ski mask.
Yeah, it was him, dude.
Yeah, it was actually him because he had it was orange.
Oh, that was pretty funny though.
Yeah. And then that night, Kelly showed up to the mic.
She did, and she had her fucking Phil from Chico rape me. sign. Bitch has way too much time on her hands.
You know what's kind of crazy is like she made better signs for you talking about and Sam talking about her teeth than she did for Phil raping her.
Yeah,
You know?
it was.
If you're gonna get raped, like at least go all out like you did before.
Yeah, for real. Well, I feel like she went, like she had the mask, the Me Too mask.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, she said Me Too on her mask because she worried about COVID and she wants to raise awareness. And then she had her Me Too shirt on. And I bet this bitch really thinks that like, oh, you need to believe all women, and then fucking, like, then a crazy ass fucking bitch like this comes around.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like we talked about it before this even happened. Like, don't stick your dick in that. Like
For sure, dude.
we literally had these conversations.
Like
not with Phil, obviously.
He would not have helped.
Yeah, probably.
It should have gone without saying. You know, it's like some kind of saw trap that was like disguised as a fleshlight, and Phil just shoved his cock right inside. Well, allegedly didn't.
Yeah, I don't know the whole story.
He for sure, like, I think the story, like him and they were hanging out for some reason because Phil's just a horny guy and will do anything.
Yeah,
and she's a desperate woman who will do anything. And it led to his parents, like him taking her to his parents' house, and then I think she just decided to go Crazy Kelly.
Crazy Kelly.
Yeah,
she's a good name, accurate name. Yeah, that sucks, man. But we talked about it. We're like, don't ever fuck that. Like we're talking about because like when Jared was gonna bang her, we're like, yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, and he backed out too, which I mean he was just fucking around anyway.
Right.
With it. Ultimate troll, but
she dumped her boyfriend for a dude that.
I mean, he did that guy a favor. Like, that guy should write him a thank you card because he doesn't even know that his life has been saved. Like, I don't know what Kelly's was going to do.
Dude, he had no balls anyway, so let's be real. If you're with that chick,
yeah,
you made it far enough to be in a relationship.
She was like, dude, she's, you know in The Hangover, the fucking nurses or the dentist's wife?
Yes.
That's like Kelly.
For sure. But
everybody knows you need to dump her.
What's that?
Everybody knows that, like, that dude probably needed to dump her, but wouldn't do it because he was just a huge simp.
Right. What else? Is there anything else you want to talk about? We're about to go to a mic tonight in Sacramento. It's been a while for me since.
Gonna go do stand-up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be freezing cold, and that's gonna be the world of stand-up that we live in for the next couple weeks probably. We're gonna freeze our asses off. No one's gonna laugh. More people will laugh than at that show at Laughs Unlimited, but more people will come too.
Yeah, it's going to get nothing but colder until, whatever, May.
Is what it is, baby. It'll kill off the COVID.
Yeah.
I think that's all I got.
That's all I got. So we're going to try to have some guests, and we're going to try to ask them fucked up questions and have some fun with it. Hopefully we'll pull more content from these video podcasts. But thanks for listening, and stay tuned for next time for the election results that we didn't reveal. Thanks.